You asked for God to change people's hearts.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Does God need to change people's language?
President Trump, whether intentionally or I think in a lot of cases even inadvertently, has provided a lot of fodder for people like this.
Words do have consequences, and we know that at the very pinnacle of power in our own country.
You mean the president talking about it? I mean, I know it's hard to even call this out. I've heard this from a guest this morning.
This shooter, according to these reports, specifically invoked our president as an inspiration.
You asked Matthew earlier about, is there someone out there tonight who's going to hear Trump's rhetoric and act on it? We know that lots of far-right attackers have claimed to be Trump supporters in recent months.
And there's an intolerance that's being spread in this country, in this world, and it comes from the political dialogue. Let's be clear, it comes from political leaders.
Words have consequences, like saying we have an invasion at our border.
The language he uses in this manifesto is all about invaders. It's also language that President Trump used in a campaign ad before the midterm election.
Why they're seeing inspiration from our own president, John, is you have a president who, when he was a candidate, talked about banning Muslims from entering this country.
So this is a president who has given plenty of rhetorical ammunition, I think, to terrorists like this.
We need to be mindful in our own rhetoric and in our own actions how we're pushing it.
Maybe we need to hear a little less from the president in terms of his rather incendiary, inflammatory rhetoric on racial or ethnic matters.
I know earlier the president tweeted out a message of sympathy to the victims, but the president of the United States needs to go further.
We live in a really nightmare. We live in a really nightmare.